The gospel is the really important, really exciting, really good news about the identity and the mission of Jesus. That's the kind of summary I have in my head when I think about the gospel. Let me try and break it down for you. The really important, really exciting, really good news about the identity and mission of Jesus. The first thing is it's really important. Here is a message, here is an announcement that means we can interrupt someone's life. It's that important. It has implications for their eternal destiny. This is an important announcement. It's also really exciting, really good news. So the early Christians wanted to tell people about Jesus because he was really good news. Now, of course, there are uncomfortable aspects of the message when we speak about the judgment that we deserve. But it wasn't simply that Christians said we face judgment full stop. It's that we said we do face judgment, we deserve God's judgment, but God has sent a rescuer to save us from that. Isn't that great news? If only we will respond to him. Now, the really important, really good news focuses on the person of Jesus, the man who actually did live on this earth. What are we to say about him? Well, two aspects, something about his identity and something about his mission. What do we say about his identity? Well, the first thing is we say that he is the promised Messiah. That for hundreds, thousands of years, the Jews were expecting this promised Saviour King. They called him the Messiah. Another word would be the Christ. And when Jesus came, it seemed that his life perfectly matched all the predictions about the Messiah. He was the promised Messiah. This is what I would call Jesus' horizontal identity. But Jesus also has a vertical identity because he is the eternal Son of God who has been sent on this rescue mission by his Father. The identity of Jesus. What about his mission? Well, he has been sent on this dramatic rescue mission to do everything necessary so that rebels like you and me could spend eternity with our Creator. Now, there are two big focal points of his rescue mission that I would want to point out. First, that he suffered in the place of rebels, and that secondly, he lived in the place of rebels. So he suffered the judgment of God as he died on the cross. He died as a substitute, so that as a rebel, as I have faith in Jesus, I never have to fear facing that judgment because Jesus has suffered it in my place once and for all. But he's also lived in my place. So he's kept the perfect standards of heaven, and therefore when I have faith in Jesus, I benefit from all that he has done. What is the gospel? It is the really important, really exciting, really good news about the identity and the mission of Jesus.